Hi, everybody, and welcome back to What Sold Wednesday. Today I'm going to go over each of my platforms and let you know what I sold for the week of October 2nd through the 8th. I will give you the totals for each platform, what the fees and shipping were for those platforms, along with what my grand total was for the week and what my actual take-home pay is. I will also show you visuals of the listings that I had so you can see what my photos look like, what my descriptions look like, my titles, so that will give you a little insight on what I'm doing to make sales. If this all seems interesting to you, please consider subscribing, and then you won't miss any of my future What Sold videos. I also do unboxings, I do day in the life. Thrift with me's are going to start happening here pretty soon. And then sometimes I do throw in an informational video on how I do product research on eBay, how I look into what the current trends are for the season, tips and tricks, things I've learned along the way in the last 5 years of reselling. So now I will turn you around and we will take a look at what sold. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be for the week of October 2nd through the 8th. This week I did have a sale running on eBay. I believe it was 30% off jeans. I don't even think I sold any, so obviously didn't go that well. Mercari, like I've said in the past, there's really not much I can do there. You can send some offers, but you can't really run sales. You can only promote so many items a day. So on Poshmark, I don't know what happened, but I had 16 sales on Sunday. So I don't know exactly what happened, but it was a great welcomed surprise because that was over half of my sales for the week. And eBay, pretty typical. I normally have, anywhere from like that 6 to 10 range on eBay. Okay, so we'll start with Mercari. Mercari was $151.08. For 6 items sold, that left me with a profit of $127.28. On Poshmark, $679 after fees and shipping were $140.10. With the 30 items sold, that leaves me with a profit of $538.90. And then on eBay, $208.72 for sales and shipping and fees. That left me with a total of $150.50. Nothing again on Depop. I have been adding a few things here or there, but it just hasn't been generating anything, which that's fine. My gross total sales were $1,038.80. My shipping and fees were $222.12, and my cost of goods, I use an average cost of goods. This month it is $322, so that is $135.24. So after everything is taken into consideration, that leaves me with a profit of last week of $681.44. Average sale price $24.73 and 42 items sold. I did run quite a few items on Closet Clear Out yesterday. I just wanted to get things moving because I do have like an overabundance of shoes and jeans, and for whatever reason, those aren't selling. So, I did sell a couple this week, but I really would like to move quite a few. So we'll see how next week goes. So now we'll take a look at some of the visuals. So starting with Poshmark, this is just Susan Graver. I went to a rummage sale not that long ago, and it seems to be that it was kind of like a living estate sale, that the person might have been moving into assisted living or some smaller house. And she had just racks and racks of clothes from QVC. So Susan Graver, I'm not sure if I believe Bob Mackey is still on there. Macintosh coats, just that's obviously what she liked to wear. So I did pick up quite a bit there, and it was fairly cheap. So I think that this cardigan might have paid for everything that I bought at that garage sale. So this sold for $15. It was like a slinky, open knit, plus size cardigan. Green Day shirt. I've had this forever. This I bought. Sometimes I like to go through Poshmark and see if I can lot together items to sell. And someone had a bunch of band shirts that were fairly cheap, and I got a whole bunch of them for not very much. And this was one of the last ones, and that one only sold for $14. O'Neill skirt. This came in the latest Quick Lots box that I had showed. That one went for $20. Hudson jeans, these were new with tags. These came in a flip lot. That's why I sold it for so cheap. The flip lot is almost over, and I am just trying to move those out as quickly as possible. This I had, 2021, so I would have bought this at Walmart when they do their 90% off holiday decor and, whatever. So that year I found a bunch of these Nightmare Before Christmas ornaments. I wasn't sure how well it was going to do because it is a couple years old, and Lock, Shock, and Barrel, they aren't like the main characters of the Nightmare Before Christmas. But somebody did pay $16 plus the almost $8 in shipping, so that was great. This I got at Goodwill. I can't believe they only had it marked at $1.99. It was new with tags, it was Disney, and it was just a baby Snow White costume. Halloween costumes, I'm kind of hesitant on. When they're younger like this, I think it's easier for an adult to make a decision on what they're going to be. I don't have kids of my own, but I do have, obviously family and friends that have kids. And once they get to a certain age where they have, they want to make their own decisions, those decisions can change frequently. So I think most parents kind of want to wait till it's closer to Halloween to pick something so that it's not changed, 5 different times. So that's why I kind of stick to smaller sizes for Halloween costumes, that they're new. And yeah, I just don't want to get stuck with a whole bunch because more than likely that's the only time you're going to be selling them is around Halloween. Nike Dry Fit, these were golf shorts. I've had these for a couple years. Somebody offered me 17, took that. This I couldn't believe that I've had for almost a year. This like screams Stevie Nicks. It screams kind of that witchcore vibe. It was velvet. It was corduroy. Let's see if it'll let me show you here. This was all corduroy. It had lace. It was tiered. If this was my size, I definitely would have kept this. It would look great with a pair of Doc Martens. But somebody did offer me $30, so I took that. Spanx. This I picked up at the bins, probably paid, 30 cents for it. It was very light. I've had it for quite a while. It was an extra small. Somebody offered me 8. Took that to get that out of here. Item M6, I believe, is this brand. I had never heard of it. I got it on eBay, actually, in I don't even remember what they called it. It was like a new with tags, intimates mystery box type of deal. So it had bras, underwear, shapewear, socks, men's like undershirts. I actually was very profitable with that box. I got Skims in it. I got Victoria's Secret. I got this. Some Nordstrom brands I think were in there. And so this one was kind of one of the last items I had left from it. I think I had it overpriced. I had it at $70 and no one was really interested in it. I had lowered the price and then someone offered me $38, which that's fine. Savage Fenty. This is Rihanna's brand. I've had a couple of those items in the past. Definitely bigger sizes seem to do better if you can find them new with tags. Otherwise, it seems like the market is a little bit saturated and you can't get too much for them. J. Crew, you know that I love selling this brand. These I picked up at Goodwill, I think for $1.99. I had them for a little bit. I've changed the price a couple times. So I was happy to see them go, even for 14. Like I said, I have so many shoes that they just need to go. Another J. Crew. This is J. Crew Factory. This came in a flip lot that I'm still working on. $15. Nothing spectacular about this, so that was fine. Zella. This came in my, I think, last Quick Lots box or the one before. I'm not quite sure. It was new with tags, plus size. It was super soft. I did think about keeping this, but I have so many sweatshirts that I do not need anymore. Somebody bought that for $50. Cynthia Raleigh, this was Merona wool and like a dolman sleeve sweater, or that really pretty fuchsia magenta color, and that sold on an offer for $25. This I thought I would get at least 24. It was a Harley Quinn DC Suicide Squad belt, and it was studded. The closer we were getting to Halloween, though, I was getting nervous that maybe someone wouldn't buy it after Halloween. So I did take an offer for 17. I only paid, I think, $1 for that at Goodwill. Sundance, this one I had listed for 30. Someone offered me 25. I gladly took that. It is just a short sleeve lace blouse. Normally this brand does better in bigger sizes. This I've had, I think, for over a year. I think I had it too high for a price. I haven't seen very many of these out there for sale. It was neon and kind of like this almost graffiti pattern with Mickey Mouse. And I didn't know the exact date, but it was single stitched, made in the USA. So I do know that it was vintage, I'm guessing 90s. And I took an offer for 45. This came in a Quick Lots palette or box. French Connection. I think it retails for fairly high, but resale value isn't quite there. This also is pretty summery, so I was happy to take 19. This I think was Christopher and Banks. Yep, Christopher and Banks. I didn't put it in the title up here in hopes that someone that maybe doesn't like that or doesn't normally wear that brand would see the style of it and want the jacket. I picked this up at the bins. It was corduroy red with this really pretty floral embroidery on the front and the back. So that was good to go for 25. This came from Quick Lots. This brand, Waif, I don't know much about it. Bubblegum pink, kind of, still in the Barbie phase, but I believe that that's kind of dying out. Pink, this color pink isn't huge for fall or winter, so I did take an offer of 23. I got this at Goodwill for $1. I am obviously a huge Halloween fan. I try and save as much vintage Halloween decor as I can. It was from 1997. You can tell when you look at the bottom of these buckets in here, 1997. So anything that I can find that is still in good condition, even if it is cheap and I don't get much money for it, I will definitely take. Just to save it, I don't want this stuff going to the landfill. This was wool, green cowl neck. I'm guessing that it probably was washed just due to the measurements. A large is normally a little bit bigger than 17 across, so I did put that in the description that it might fit better as a small or a medium, so we'll see what happens when they open that. Beta brand, I don't really pick this brand up anymore, especially if they are black skinny. That just doesn't seem to be what people are looking for. If they kind of have these quirkier colors, these were cropped, anything like that will probably help it out a little bit. This was just a Columbia fishing hat I got for $1 at Goodwill. Only had it for a couple months, so happy to see that go for $10. Peter Millar, this is a golfing brand. I did have this listed for a little higher, and I think someone sent me an offer within an hour or so of it listed. It did have this little emblem on there, and I don't believe that was original to the shirt. So that is why I did take the offer of 18, because I didn't want to get stuck with something that had an emblem that wouldn't make sense to anybody. Adriana Papel. This one sold fairly quickly too. It was new with tags, $23. It was just one of those shirts that make it look like it's multiple pieces, but they're all connected. Bryn Walker. This is a minimal brand. I picked this up at Savers not that long ago and took an offer for 27. Dingo, these are Western cowboy boots. Goodwill had these marked at only $8, I think, in their Halloween section, which completely surprises me because normally my Goodwill, any kind of cowboy boot is going to be at least $20, even if they're just trashed. So I picked those up right away and I took an offer of 40. New Balance, I've had these forever. I don't know why. They're a size 8. They were in excellent condition, kind of a cool colorway. I've had them on eBay. I've had them on Mercari. Somebody offered me 11. Like I said, I need shoes to go, so I took it. Now on to Mercari. This I showed in a thrift haul not that long ago. The Life is Good, the Mama Bear shirt. Someone offered me 22 from 28. Happy to see that go. I only paid $2 for that. Columbia, this I got at the bins. Someone offered me 35 from 40. It was downfilled. There were a couple marks on it, so happy that that went. This one I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that. Dromedaris, I think, like these cool Oxford leather and gray and green, just a cool colorway. There was some wear issues. One of the shoelaces was kind of falling apart, so I did take an offer of 30 off of 35. And those I think I paid about $7 at Goodwill. Torrid, this one I took an offer of $27.08 from 40, which is fine because it was only a large. I don't normally get Torrid in anything smaller than an extra large, but this I did pick up at the bin, so I only paid probably $3 for it. So definitely happy to see that go. This I also got at the bins. It's just like a faux fur bomber hat. It was pretty cool. It was soft. It was warm. This was a Packers tie-dye shirt. I took an offer of 20. It was originally 25. I think I paid $5 maybe at Goodwill for that. Now on to eBay. J. Jill. These were pull-on pant, plus size, corduroy. I took an offer of 25. This I had listed for, I think, more than what it was worth because I kind of wanted to keep it. And someone did offer me 28. That was the best offer I've had since I had it listed. And I just decided to take it. I have a million of these mountain shirts, so I did not need to keep it myself. Mother denim. This came in, that thread-up denim box that I did not that long ago. This I took an offer of 55, so that paid for the majority of that box. So now anything, I think the box had already been paid for with the other 2 pairs of jeans, so we're definitely making profit at this point. Third Love, this was new with tags. I think I took an offer of 20 or 25. This I got at the bins. I don't know why no one picked it up. It was new with tags. Third Love does okay, if you price it correctly. And it was that traditional 24/7 classic t-shirt bra. This I took an offer on. It was just a vintage kind of like embossed sun and moon print slip dress. And then the last one on eBay was Jane and Delancey. I've talked about this brand in the past. It does fairly well. It seems to do better when you have bigger sizes. So this week was a little bit similar to last week. Sales have definitely gone up since the summer, which is great. We are heading into Q4. I can't believe that we're halfway through October. That means that we're just that much closer to holiday season. So like I've said in the past, I'm really trying to up my new with tag items in my closet and my eBay store. That way, people that maybe are on a little bit stricter of a budget this year, if they can buy something that is new with tags for a little bit cheaper, get a better deal online as opposed to going to an actual physical store or buying it online at the brand's website, and they can save that money, they might do that this year. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out.